Hey everyone, so today I just wanted to explore this VST called Drum Synth because I've just bought it and it is on sale for $17 here in Australia, which I think is $10 in the US, but either way it's 90% off of its full price, so a pretty good deal I would say. And I played around with the free version which you can download, and it's available for 10 days, but you can explore the full feature set of the sound design capabilities. And I didn't even look at everything. I just picked a few engines and tried them out. They sound really good. The controls are really intuitive, and it was just a lot of fun to mess around with. So it was $17, so I bought the full version. And yeah, I just want to explore it a little bit, make a few sounds, make a few loops, see what we can come up with. I don't really have any other form of drum synthesis in my current setup. I guess I have, standard synths, and it's not impossible to create drums, but it's not super intuitive. So it's, really nice to just have some of the boring stuff done for you, some of the more complicated stuff, and you can just get into the sounds. So it comes with 8 engines, and you also coincidentally have 8 tracks. The ones you see here are all of the engines with the exception of the ride, because obviously the default has a closed and open hi-hat, so there is also a ride engine. But within each one you have, so there's 10 kick models, but then there's, is that 8 snares, 7 snares, the hi-hats, yeah, so similar amount. The claps are less, there's only 3, and then the toms, again, there's just 4. Percussion, you actually have quite a few options. So you've got a few world percussion options, and then the more sort of synth drum type of ones from the 808 and 909 sort of style. Crash, you got a few, and then ride, we'll take a look at, again, just a few. There are some natural options for like these kick and snares and things. I'm not super picky about tone with anything. Like I sometimes don't find it super clear. The nuances between different instruments, which maybe is just whatever, but to me they sound pretty good, and I play drums. You can tell that it's synthesized, but it doesn't even matter that you can tell, because they sound good regardless of what exactly they sound like. But yeah, I think everything I've come up with so far sounds really good. There are a lot of preset kits as well that you can experiment with. Say we'll go for techno. Listen to that. Listen to that percussion. So that's the FM synth engine. We've also got the crash. You know what? Let's try and build up a beat with this engine. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of possibilities here. Techno is definitely not my strength when it comes to writing drums, but it's fun to just, mess around with these presets. But then it's also, very easy to get in and actually modify the sounds and create your own type of thing. Let's take a listen to, another sort of preset. Alright, let's have a go at actually creating some sounds now. Let's go back to the default preset. Starting off with this model 80, which I assume is supposed to be like an 808 type of thing. We've got tuning. You've got control over the envelope. But then you've also got the actual click parameter, which I guess is like a sampled click tone. Harmonic content, not normally my favorite for a kick, but a little bit goes a long way. You've also got noise, and a tone control for it. So we can also mess around with some of the more natural ones, which I really enjoyed before when I was messing around with it. So these are again made up of 3 layers. You've got sort of, the way I think about it is you kind of got your top row controls the like actual tone part of it, which is, you know, the low end, this deep part, which is your body. Then you've got the beta, which is like, you know, the sound of the pedal impacting with the skin in a real drum. Then you've also got the noise component, which is kind of just another sort of clicky aspect to it. But I feel like you get a lot of granularity out of these parameters, which, you know, allows you to, you know, maybe automate some of these things just a little bit, get a sort of change in tone throughout your track. Let's add in a snare to our beat here. Let's go back to one of the other sort of kicks. Maybe we'll try the 90 this time. And then we'll bring a snare back in. Let's go with the 90 model again. Tuning. Once again, you've got a few layers here. So you've got the body, which is made up of that sort of tone. This is the tunable part. Then you've got your noise aspect, which you can make hold and decay. You can add tone, make it a bit more, I don't even know what the word is for this. Bring that body back in. And bring in some stereo width, which actually, that's really nice. So yeah, let's go with the natural sound again, which is not going to mix super well with our kick. You've got your main body tune, your low end, your skin noise, the actual noise, color for that, and then you can control the decay of that aspect. Once again, you have this loose parameter, which makes it that sort of, I don't even know what the word is for that again, but like that jittery sound, I guess. Sounds, you know, very much like a snare does, but I didn't really know how to describe that specifically. And then once again, some stereo width. So yeah, very cool sound. Let's go with an 808 for our final one. We can bring in some hi-hats. I don't know what that is, but that's pretty cool. You've got like a purely noise sort of style, which is another, you know, it's a very synthy way to make hi-hats, but it's just a bit of a different sound. You've got, of course, your color and then your resonance for your filter. You get that sort of pitch sweep from the resonance, which is nice. So again, that very same thing, but they call it bounce here. Let's bring our other parts back in, and let's bring in an open hi-hat. Let's try this band pass. So it's kind of generating this full tone. And then you band pass into the central frequencies of it to get the right hi-hat sort of aspect. It's a pretty cool way to produce these sounds. Yeah, let's go with 90 style again. So we've got the hit, which is the tonal aspect, I suppose. Then you've got your noise. So yeah, let's try out a few claps. So you kind of have this raw clap tone, which you can tune, EQ, and I guess it's like a sample, and that's the sample speed maybe. Then you mix that with room noise, and then you make the clap sort of occur multiple times in quick succession. And then by default, this also had some effects on it. So yeah, I haven't even looked at the toms, percussion, or either of the cymbals yet, but really I just wanted to have a quick look around this plugin in this video, sort of mess around with a few of the different tones that are available, and yeah, mostly just put it out there that this is $10 at the moment. If you're in the US or wherever you are, it's 90% off. This is a very expansive drum plugin, I would say. Like, it's got a lot of versatility. I'm feeling a wide variety of, like, styles here that it could be applicable to. So yeah, I think drum synthesis is a really good alternative to sampling. You can have more granularity of your own sounds. You can, even just the sense of having produced the sound yourself is its own thing. But yeah, I think this is going to be really good for, just a different way to create drums. So I'm very excited about this plugin. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed the drum synth, and you might consider looking into this sale yourself. So let me know what you think in the comments, and yeah, we'll see you next time.